High up on the Himalayas, a 2-lane road tunnel of massive proportions has been built. One of the most ambitious infrastructure projects, not just in India but the whole of Southeast Asia. A Herculean task fraught with challenges at every step. A journey of extraordinary vision, rigorous planning, step-by-step execution, solid teamwork, and above all, a never-say-die attitude. A tunnel at a staggering height of almost 4,000 feet above sea level, cutting deep through the mountains for more than 9 kilometers. This is the story of India's longest road tunnel, an indigenous engineering marvel. Ringed by the Himalayas and the Pir Panjal ranges, the Jammu and Kashmir valley opens up as a giant flat upland bowl of lakes, rivers and forests. Due to the high level of elevation and stretches of rugged mountainous terrain, transportation infrastructure in the valley comes with its own set of challenges. The NH44, formerly known as NH1A, is the only road system which links Srinagar to the rest of India en route Jammu, crossing some of the steepest and most dangerous mountain roads. Landslides, snow and slippery roads lead to poor driving conditions. Especially during the long winter months, never-ending traffic congestions become a regular occurrence. Kher Singh has been driving trucks on this road since the last 40 years. He is certainly one of the worst sufferers on this road.
इसमें स्लाइड आ जाता है क्योंकि बर्फ जम जाती है 2-2, 3-3, 4 दिन हमको मतलब रास्ते में रुकना पड़ता है. रोड पे रुक जाएगी, रास्ते में ऊपर पड़ जाए, फिर ऊपर रुक जाते हैं, कहीं रोटी नहीं मिलती है, पानी नहीं मिलता, तो तंग बहुत हो रहे हैं.
Accidents are dangerously common on this long and difficult stretch. The road is narrow with sharp hairpin bends. This adds to the extreme risk of trucks being thrown off the road at the slightest error during driving.
दिक्कत तो बहुत होती है. रास्ता सिंगल है, चौड़ाई कम है इसकी, तो ओवरटेक करने में दिक्कत होती है. एक्सीडेंट होते हैं, बहुत चांस होते हैं. ओवरटेक करने के चक्कर में जो गाड़ी नीचे गिरती है.
Since all of this has been adversely affecting trade and tourism, the NHAI identified the need for a tunnel in this region between Chenani and Nashri.
One of the important things that we look at is that an all-weather connectivity between Jammu and Srinagar. As per the existing road, the connecting road, it is coming through via Patni Top, which is at a height. And during adverse conditions when it snows, the whole access was getting blocked. Secondly, if you go through a tunnel system, you could not only ensure all-weather connectivity with the valley, but also reduce the distance.
Once the idea of a road tunnel was conceived, the NHAI issued an announcement inviting collaboration from private entrepreneurships, thus ensuring the entry of ITNL into the scenario. Formed in the year 2000, as a wholly owned subsidiary of ILNFS, ITNL has since then been a major player in infrastructure development and financing for the last 25 years, and the largest BOT, road asset owner in India. A market leader in the transport infrastructure sector with a presence across 19 Indian states ranging from sectors like roads, bridges and flyovers to metro rail, city bus services and border checkposts. ITNL turned out to be the perfect choice for being commissioned an assignment of such scale and significance.
The fact that ILFS Transportation took this challenge and they decided to come forward and take this challenge with their experience, with their expertise on resources which they have mobilized from across the world in terms of expertise, brought that knowledge onto place.
The synergy between NHAI and ITNL proved to create the perfect team that was ready to take on a project that would require every single bit of their vision, expertise, risk-taking abilities and capacity for innovation. Work officially commenced on the construction of the Chenani Nashri tunnel in 2011. Despite the obviously high project targets, the dynamic ITNL team proved to be more than equal to the task cut out for them. True to their commitment towards the project, ITNL created a fully equipped field base for their project team at the tunnel location, despite the severe land constraints in a mountainous, inhospitable and geographically unstable region. With the tunnel being operational, the earlier distance of 41 kilometers between Chenani and Nashri would be reduced to a mere 9 kilometers, saving significant time along with other advantages. The project was kick-started with the excavation beginning at the two tunnel faces or portals at the two ends of the tunnel. The south portal started from about 2 kilometers from the town of Chenani, south of Patni Top, and the north portal at the Nashri village on the other side of the mountain.
That will start. That survey is the benchmark along which the alignment is being followed. Thereafter, it starts with the geologist who leads the tunnel with seeing the geological condition and behavior, followed by the civil engineers to do the drill and blast by the latest technology machine.
Post the initial survey, the process of drilling the rocks and clamping and charging of the rocks happens so that a blasting can be conducted along a proper length. After a section of the cavern has been blasted and the muck scooped out, it is time to make the excavated site secure. The shortening process, which involves spraying pressurized concrete all along the tunnel periphery through a machine, does exactly this. The machine was one of the innovations used in this tunnel. The shortening process ensures that weak joints between rocks or leaking bubbles in the rocks are trapped within the sprayed concrete. In this manner, the cavern is supported and secured from accidents that could otherwise take place due to overhead falling rocks. However, digging through the depths of a mountain at 1200 feet always carries the danger of awakening the ires of Mother Nature.
There are a lot of stresses which is playing a role during excavation. So we have faced a lot of challenges. One of the biggest challenge was rock stresses. Second was geological variation, because this is upper Shivalik ranges. It is called Mori Formation. Mori Formation is a combination of rock, that is sandstone, siltstone and claystone. We call it flea shoals. And when it comes in sandstone, it is a hard rock. And immediately after 10 meters, the layers comes in a siltstone or a claystone. We have to change the methodology. We have to change our blasting length.
Water seepage into the tunnel, especially towards the north portal, due to the Sanasar lake on the Ramban side, was another concern. The constantly evolving and complex nature of the problems demanded expertise and experience, flexibility of thought and action, and planning for contingencies. Fortunately, the experience of geologists in the team and the meticulous planning by the ITNL management helped the project team overcome these challenges in the shortest available period of time. With an average progress of 400 meters per month, the breakthrough, when finally the tunnels, excavated from the north and the south end, met, was a moment of celebration. It was time for recognition of all the labor and the efforts of the past months, a time for validation. Apart from ITNL and NHAI officials, many government dignitaries attended the event to celebrate this moment of triumph. It was not the ITNL team alone who was celebrating the breakthrough. The event was a time of celebration for Surya and his family as well. It was a proud moment when they felt they were a part of something that has changed their lives for the better.
बहुत सारा इलाका है पीछे, तो बहुत सारे बंदे बेरोजगार। उसकी वजह से जैसे जब कंपनी आई तो धीरे धीरे इधर आने लगे, काम करने लगे। उधमपुर वाली साइड के बंदे हैं, जम्मू वाली साइड के बंदे हैं, टिकरी वाली साइड के बंदे हैं, तो वो अभी भी इधर काम कर रहे हैं। तो टनल ये काम शुरू होने की वजह से बेरोजगार बंदे जो थे तो उनको बहुत सारा रोज़गार मिला है। तो नाशरी वाली साइड में भी तो ऐसा है कि काम खुलने की वजह से कम भी 90% बेरोजगार जो बंदे थे वो भी काम पे लगे हुए हैं।
This experience has opened up a world of possibilities for youngsters like him, helping them learn new skill sets and get new opportunities of income. Throughout the different phases of tunnel work, close to 80% of the workforce employed in the project hailed from neighboring areas. The breakthrough was a momentous achievement for the project team. However, after celebrating their success, it was time for them to once again go back to square one and resume work with the same levels of dedication and enthusiasm as before. They had to see the tunnel through its completion, and that task was still far from accomplished. Meanwhile, after the excavation, now it was time to place the lattice girders in place. The excavated portions are further reinforced with steel ribs or lattice girders to provide the structure for further work around the tunnel interiors. However, while the work was going on in full swing, difficulties suddenly raised their heads again, leading to serious consequences where work had to be stopped for long spells. One of these came in the form of ruthless weather conditions. During winters, severe snowfall for a number of days at a continuous stretch put a complete stop to the work, applying the brakes to all the progress achieved. Every year, Patni Top got almost 6 feet of snow in winters, causing the main road to be blocked for weeks, cutting off supplies of cement and sand aggregate from Udhampur and crippling the rate of progress of the tunnel. A storage space near the project site was the only reason why the team was still able to continue with the work. These, however, were only a part of the complications. Aggravated human resource related problems, combined with the difficulties of a mountainous territory, posed further challenges to the progress of the work.
Local population is very hostile in the North Portal, so a lot of strikes that took place. There is a Nashri Nala which is running across the road, and just on the left of the portal there is a slide zone wherein a lot of landslide that has occurred. In South Portal we were having additional land available to carry out the work and locating the facilities, but in North Portal there was no such facility available, so land constraint was one of the biggest constraint when we started the work.
The project team had to address not only short-term but long-term infrastructure and logistics-related issues as well.
One of the challenges this project faced was logistics. If you look at just one metric, you will find that we need a train load of cement to be brought to Jammu and from Jammu to the project site. So it shows the amount of logistics that was involved in this. At the height of the employment, probably there were 2,000-3,000 people working on the site and on the project. And that also provides a lot of logistics requirements in terms of support to the families, support to people who are working there in terms of food and support which had to be provided for them.
In spite of all such obstacles and the timelines being stretched, the team still progressed ceaselessly with the tunnel construction process. Advanced levels of research, superior infrastructure technology, and meticulous logistics planning. All of these came in handy while overcoming the roadblocks. The ethos of ITNL has always been to take steps towards making lives better for people in and around the project site. Helping people access basic life necessities like food, health, and education was one of the main focus in this context.
I think it's an overall philosophy which ILFS ITNL have been following, saying that look, once we get into a catchment, are there certain things we can do to add to the sort of lives of the stakeholders around there. Now ILFS, ITNL, they're about infrastructure development, right? So you're trying to bring prosperity to people through infrastructure projects. Now the main infrastructure project is a different ballgame altogether. And villagers around those infrastructure projects, we're just trying to see what can we help them, or can we assist them in terms of, help them deal with their challenges which are on the ground.
Agriculture has been one of the most important areas where ITNL have provided support. New variety of seeds, fertilizers and agriculture equipment were provided to the farmers to improve agricultural production.
हमारा थोड़ा ये हिल एरिया है, तो इधर हमारे को फीड्स की प्रॉब्लम आती थी। हमारे इधर बैल जोतते थे, हम बैलों की जुताई की थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती थी, और थोड़ी फर्टिलाइजर की थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती थी। तो जो हमारी ये टंडल कंपनी है, इन्होंने हमें बैलों के बिना हमको डीजल हल दी, तो फिर जो हम 10 दिन का काम है वो 1-2 दिन में कर लेते हैं। तो नए बीज के बारे में हमको पता नहीं था, तो इन्होंने हमको भाई जम्मू से लाके नए बीज हमको लगाने के लिए दिए। अभी हम बीज लगाए हैं, उसकी जो प्रोटेक्शन है वो ठीक आ रही है, अच्छी आ रही है।
Improvement of the area included bringing infrastructure to village schools. To improve the quality of education for children, computers have been provided in schools. Health is another area where ITNL extended a helping hand to the community. Earlier, due to great distances between the surrounding hills, people often had challenges accessing basic medical facilities. Thanks to the mobile medical van in partnership with ITNL, health benefits are now available to the neighboring villages. Construction of the tunnel touched several other lives as well. Rahul, for instance, has been looking forward to the opening of the tunnel to school children like him. His school and his home are on two different sides of the mountain, and once the tunnel is complete, it would mean that he did not have to anymore make a long, tough journey from home simply to reach his school every day. As the completion day target came nearer and nearer, the tunnel now began to resemble the unique mega structure that it had originally been envisaged as, which came with special features not to be found in any other Indian road tunnel.
The beauty of this tunnel is that this is the first tunnel in Asia which will be fully equipped with integrated tunnel control system and transverse ventilation system.
The transverse ventilation system in the tunnel was designed to keep the tailpipe smoke emitted from vehicles inside the tunnel at a minimum level in order to prevent suffocation and keep visibility at acceptable levels, especially since the tunnel is so long.
The tunnel has 29 cross passages. Each cross passage will act as an evacuation channel to escape tunnel. Now these 29 cross passages will be closed from the main tunnel, and the pressure will be built in the escape tunnel so that whenever if there is any mishap or fire or any accident, then the gates of the cross passages will be open and people can run through the escape tunnel for a safer zone.
The ITCS system ensures that the tunnel is equipped with proper ventilation, fire control, signal system, communication system, and emergency electrical systems tolling, all of which would be automatically monitored and activated when needed through a central control room. A total of 124 cameras and a linear heat detection system inside the tunnel will alert the Integrated Tunnel Control Room, ITCR, located outside the tunnel to the need for intervention. Communicating not only through variable signed messages or the public addressing system, but a unique mode of communication through vehicle radio systems was also activated. ITNL partnered with FM channels for this unique piece of technological innovation. The pace of work was now significantly accelerated as the project entered the last leg of construction. Workers geared up to put finishing touches to the area outside the tunnel and its many features. The roads around and inside the tunnel were PQC roads, built of concrete to ensure smooth travel on them. A pebble machine imported from the US was used in this process for the first time in India, to ensure the best of quality for these roads. Toll gates were constructed on both sides of the tunnel with 4-lane approach roads leading up to them for efficient regulation of traffic. The electrical system for the tunnel was also created. A substation for permanent power from the J&K Electricity Board was provided, so as to take care of the vast electrical requirements of the lights, transformers and cables used in the tunnel. It was now time to launch the testing and inspection phase. Vehicles were allowed in the tunnel to check the safety measures, overall security and operations of all the system and features that have been incorporated in the tunnel project. After a successful testing, this engineering mega structure was now ready to be open for everyday use. The tunnel now was a true phenomenon in terms of infrastructure, first of its kind anywhere in Southeast Asia. Hence, an inauguration date was set for the tunnel to be inaugurated by none other than our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The opening ceremony of the tunnel took place on April 2, 2017. Our Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated the Chenani Nashri tunnel, dedicating it to the country and especially Kashmir as a means to promote tourism and commerce in the industry. With the successful operation of this tunnel, ITNL has shown outstanding capabilities, adding valuable experience and information to help deploy further such projects in India. The benefits accrued from the operation of this tunnel are manifold.
चेनानी नाशरी ये हिंदुस्तान की सबसे बड़ी और लंबी टनल है। तो इस टनल में वर्ल्ड स्टैंडर्ड की अत्याधुनिक सभी प्रकार की व्यवस्थाएं हैं। ये टनल की शुरुआत में फॉरेन पार्टनर थे, पर ये भारतीय इंजीनियर और भारतीय कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने इसको बनाया। इस टनल के कारण जम्मू और श्रीनगर के बीच में जो 5-5.5 घंटे लगते थे, वो अंतर 2 घंटे से कम होगा। 27 लाख रुपए का रोज फ्यूल बचेगा और स्वाभाविक रूप से हमको इतने पेड़ काटने पड़ते थे, अगर रोड बनाते तो बहुत नुकसान होता, उसको भी हमने बचा लिया।
The tunnel is a landmark achievement for ITNL and has opened the door for other indigenous entrepreneurs, truly achieving the national dream of Make in India.